Stop relying on the school to save you, to fix you, to make you money, to even educate you. Stop relying on the school system for your education. It can be university, it can be kindergarten, it can be high school, it can be college. Stop that. The reason is education is something that is everywhere, because you can learn from everyone and you can learn from everything if you simply pay attention to the lessons life is throwing at you. This idea that, in my opinion, I used to be one of those people back, I think, I don't know how many years ago. I used to believe, I was wrong for that, but I learned my lesson. I used to believe that I need to have a degree to be successful. I need to have a degree to make money. I need to have a degree to feel that I'm important. But why did I have that belief? Because in the system, in the society I was born into, and most of you was born into, they make us put degree in a pedestal. They make us think, they make us feel, they make us believe that if you don't have a degree, something is wrong with you. Even parents want their kids to go to university so they can brag that, oh, my kid went to Harvard, oh, my kid went to Florida, oh, my kid is this and this and that. But have you thought and asked your kid if your kid is even enjoying their experience in school? Have you ever thought, sit down and ask about that? If you're somebody who's in the school right now, I'm begging you, do not rely on the school to educate you. If you're a parent, you have kids, don't expect that the school, where the children are going to school, that's where they're going to get education. No. Every single human being should take ownership of them being educated, because a degree does not make you an educated person. I have met people with degree that, sorry for the expression, but they are dumb as hell. They don't have critical thinking. They don't know how to think for themselves. They don't know how to solve real life problem. Because think about it too. Whenever you go in school, they teach you the same thing that they taught people 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 40 years ago. How come? The same way the world was 20 years ago is not the exact same way the world is today. So definitely there must be an update of information, an update of curriculum, an update of the way we teach people how to do things. But the school system, no. Stagnant. The same thing your parents, grandparents went to school to do, that's why you have to do so. Let's talk about the classes. Things that are essential and critical to have a beautiful, powerful, and meaningful life. Self-love, self-respect, kindness, know how to solve problems, know how to think for yourself, know how to be alone, self-discipline, self-accountability. So the characteristics, the abilities, the skills that you do need for your life on a day-to-day, they don't teach that in school. I have never seen a class about self-confidence in school. I have never seen a class about accountability, that you have to take accountability of your own actions. I haven't seen a class that are going to empower you as a human being to think for yourself and to take ownership of your life and not depend on the school system, not depend on your professor. Because think about it. You're going to have professors teaching about business, but those same professors has never opened a business. Those same professors have never been part of a business. So why are you going to teach me? Because you cannot teach what you don't know how to do yourself. Because at least I prefer to learn directly from somebody who has a business, how to manage a business, than to learn from a professor that didn't open no business, had nothing about business, but that person, because, oh, no, I'm teaching this business class. No. Take ownership of your education and tell yourself that if you're going to be educated, it's going to be because of you. Not because of your school or your parents or your friends or your classmate or your university. It has to be because of you. That's why you got to open your mind and start seeking wisdom. Seek knowledge. Be curious enough to ask about things. Be curious enough to want to know. Because wisdom doesn't come from age. Maturity doesn't come with age. It comes with experience and curiosity. For example, me, I have been in school. Oh yeah, absolutely. If you take all the degrees I have away from me, I'm still going to be the same powerful, intelligent, strong person I am today. Do you know why? Because my education is not based on my degrees. is based on what I can create, what I can build, what I can do without those degrees. A lot of you, if I ask you, can you defend yourself without a degree? You're going to tell me no. And that's dangerous, because now you depend on a degree in order for you to be happy, or to make money, or to travel, or to be someone in life. Because how many people have had to tell you, oh, if you don't go to school, something is wrong with you. Oh my God, you didn't go to school. Oh, look at you. You are a loser. You don't go to school. Oh my God, you quit school. Oh my. They used to make fun of the people who don't go to school, but we're forgetting something. A school is not for everyone. School is not for everyone. What can work for somebody might not work for somebody else. And I'm saying that because I'm making this video. I'm not here telling you, oh, insult everybody who goes to school, ignore those who go to school. No, I'm telling you that school is not for everyone, and that you don't need to be in a classroom in order for you to be educated, because you can learn from your own self. You can learn by you being curious, asking questions. You can learn from you being in environment and in places of people who are doing the things you want to do. You can learn from listening to podcasts. You can learn from reading books. You can learn from watching documentaries. You can simply learn from everything around you. But you have to be curious enough to know that, hey, I don't know how to do this. I'm ignorant in this aspect. Why can I learn? How can I learn? Because that's something too. There is nobody that can consider themselves educated or wise or wisdom without accepting their own level of ignorance. For example, me, there is a lot of things that I don't know about life. Yup. There are a lot of things that I'm ignorant about in life. Yes, I am not ashamed of accepting my own ignorance, because by me accepting my ignorance, I'm allowing the universe, I'm allowing life to teach me, to show me. Because guess what? I don't know. And if I don't know, I'm going to say I don't know. I'm not going to pretend that I know just to please other people or to look perfect, which is what most people do. Oh, but if I say I don't know, they're going to make fun of me. What? I prefer people making fun of me based on the truth than based on a lie. Do not depend on your degree. Do not wait on your degree as a way where you can succeed or make money. Take ownership of your own education and know that you can learn from everything. You can learn from everyone. Especially nowadays, with the internet. Nowadays you have access to the tools, the guides, the books, the advice, the information of people who have been in this earth years before you were even born. Why? Because people have wrote books. Because those people have give interviews. Because those people have even show you how they make their money, or how they wrote their books, or how they become strong, or how they become wise. They show you because it's out there. The information is everywhere. You simply gotta be curious enough to want to know the truth. And also, when you are in school, right? They're gonna, you're gonna be learning about, okay, things. But my question is, if you remove from your mind all the things you learn in high school or in college or university, what do you have left? What do you have left? And there is certain classes that at least I don't understand why do we put extremely emphasis on that. For example, history. There is multiple classes about history. Oh, don't get me wrong. It's good to know the story. It's good to know the roots. It's good to know where you're coming from, so you can know how far you can go or where you can go, because there is no limit. To know the history is good, absolutely. But I think it's even more good to be prepared for the future. It's more good to prepare and to build and to train people today so they can manage whatever the future might look like. Because if we keep people thinking always in the past, oh, what happened in the past? Oh, what happened 20, 40, 50, 100 years ago? Oh, this in the past. People are going to constantly thinking about the past, that we're going to be like, oh, story repeating himself. No. I mean, it's of course that you're going to repeat. Because if your mind is consistently in the past, in the story, you are claiming those same events to happen again. Because you are stuck in what happened. Instead of you unlocking your mind to think about what can possibly happen or what it is to happen. There is multiple class about story, but none about future. None. Why is that? Stories, classes about what happened in the past. Can we start learning vision in the future? The things we can do, the things we can create. So every single human being can prepare themselves individually to be able to adjust in whatever world they're gonna live in. Because I'm making this video today, it's 2023. Why do I know that in 2050, who's gonna watch this video? I don't know. But at least I can do is prepare myself for the present, so at least I can create, I can build, and I can still going on with life despite of what the future look like. Other people are scared of the future because they don't prepare the future, and because they are constantly thinking about the past. Oh, the story, what happened years ago, months ago. Oh, who did that? Who built the first thing? Who did the first thing? Always thinking about what already happened. What if you start thinking about what you can make happen? Right now I'm making this video while driving. Somebody can be like, oh my God, oh, it's dangerous. What? You're making a video driving? This wasn't possible 100 years ago. At least I don't think it was, my opinion. But nowadays it's possible because guess what? Because I have the mental strength to focus on the road and focus on the thought I'm telling you. Why? Because I have trained my mind. And why? Because I can stay focused on the road. I can stay focused on what is happening around me without losing focus on what I'm telling you. And a lot of you cannot even focus, not because because the school doesn't teach you how to focus, and because you don't even allow yourself to focus. That is a lot of things. And don't get me wrong though, I don't blame the school system, because there's a lot of things that nowadays you know how to do that you did not learn in the school. For example, this is gonna sound harsh and strong, but I'm gonna say it as it is. I don't think nobody learned in school how to smoke weed or how to drink alcohol. But how many people drink alcohol? How many people smoke weed? They didn't learn in school. I don't think there is any school that teach people how to suck dick or eat pussy. I don't think there is no school that teach that. But how many people nowadays are sucking dicks and eating pussy? The school does not teach you that, but you know how to do it. Why? Because you wanted to know how to do it and you find a way to learn. The same thing applies to life. If you truly want to know how to do something, you wouldn't wait on the school system to teach you. You will go out there and figure it out by yourself. But no. Oh, I didn't learn this in school. Oh, they didn't teach me this, they didn't teach me that. Excuses. Even though they didn't teach you how to do that, you can learn. You can learn if you simply choose to learn. You can develop your mind. You can develop your body. You can be the one creating and building stuff. But you're so caught up on the past. You're so caught up on what the school is going to teach you. You're so caught up on what the professor is going to tell you. Oh, which university you go. And also, if all the answers of life were in the books they give you in the school or we receive in school, don't you think that people that have been in school for years will have had the life figured out by now? But how many people have been in university, have been in college, and they still don't have the life figured out? How many people? Because guess what? The answer of your life is not in a book. The answer, the keys to your life is not in a book. It's not in a school system. It's not in your professors. It's not in a classroom. The answers of your life is within you. The keys of your life is within you, because you are the only one who's living your life, and you are the only one who's in charge of your life. Nobody has the answer. Nobody has the key for your happiness. Nobody has the key for your success. Nobody has the key to how much money you can make or how peaceful you can be. Only you have the key to that. Only you. Stop relying on the school system to educate you, and start relying on yourself to educate yourself, because there is no limitations. Oh, I don't know how to do it. Then learn. Another example, me. Where I'm coming from, we don't speak English. Well, we don't learn. We don't speak English. Is not my first language. But guess what? I learned how to speak English. Why? Because it's learnable. There is nothing in this life that is not learnable. Nothing at all. For example, I didn't know how to drive a car, but I have been practicing how to drive a car, and I can drive a car. Why? Because I want to know how to do so, and I went and found a way. I did not wait on the school system to come and teach me. I didn't wait on my parents. I didn't wait on friends or boyfriend or auntie, uncle. No. I simply tell myself, I want to learn how to drive, and I found a way. How? By asking questions. How? By putting myself in situations in where I can learn. But a lot of you are not learning because you are simply stuck. And because you can't be disciplined and consistent enough to rely on yourself. And because it's easy to wait on other people. It's easy to blame other people for how your life is instead of blaming yourself. But guess what? You pointing the finger at other people is never going to change your life. So point the finger at you. It's on you to make yourself educated, not on the school system, not on your degrees. Nowadays, if you remove all the degrees I have, I will still be the same powerful, intelligent, amazing person, confident person I am today. Do you know why? Because I have it in me. Because I built it in me. Because I have that skill. And because whatever you have in your mind, nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can take my mindset away from me. Nobody can take my habits away from me. Nobody can take my wisdom away from me. Nobody can take my experiences away from me. Nobody can take my skills away from me. But guess what? Anybody can take your degree away from you. Absolutely. Anybody can take your degree away from you. Do not rely on your school system for you to be educated. I'm begging you. Be curious enough. If you want to learn how to do something, find somebody who already have the results you want to have and learn from the person, because you are learning from somebody who have already done it. But you're going to have people in the school teaching you things that they didn't do. Oh, how to start a business. But professor, you haven't opened a business and you never worked in a business. People even recruit you to be in the school system. Seek to know and you're going to find the answers. Because guess what? Every master was once a student. Everyone that you think that they have the knowledge, the information, or they're smarter than you, or stronger than you, or have much knowledge, more intelligence than you, they were once student. They were once ignorant, just like me. All the things I know nowadays, I didn't know them 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I didn't have the level of confidence I have today. But guess what? I learned. I was once ignorant on how to have self-confidence, but I am not anymore. Everyone starts somewhere. We all begin somewhere. All the people you admire, even me, making this video now, telling you this, been speaking like this, I learned it. I wasn't born this way. I made myself this way. Because I make it, I take ownership of the person I want to be. If you depend on the school system, that the school system is gonna give you a job, your school gonna make you strong, gonna make you wise, gonna make you intelligent, it's not gonna work that way. Rely on yourself. If you wanna be strong, you can make yourself strong. You wanna be wise, you can make yourself wise. And again, maturity, wisdom doesn't come from age. Oh, because that person is 40, 50, they know everything about life. No. Maturity, wisdom come from experience, come from information, come from curiosity, come from the things you have been exposed to. Because a lot of things that I know nowadays is because I have been exposed to that information. So if there is something that you don't know today, it's because you haven't been exposed to that information, and I don't blame you. Everybody has their own path, everybody has their own timing. The same way when I was ignorant, I was dumb in the past because I had to accept that. I had to be ignorant. I have to struggle. I had to not know so I can learn how to know. Do not rely on the school system to educate you, to empower you, to give you the answers of your life, to tell you who to be or who not to be. Rely on yourself. And also we send kids to the school, and even certain parents even believe that, oh, whatever the school is teaching my kids is the best thing for my kids. No, parent. You're supposed to be the one who at least is trying to teach your kids what do you think is best for them. And then allow them to learn on their own speed, on their own timing. Because if If you give your kids to the school, what do you know the people at the school? Maybe in the school, people over there are bullying them, are talking shit about the way they look, talking shit about their head. What if in the school system, people are making them feel horrible? But you are here, the parent at the school is going to teach your kids. The school is going to give you the information, the knowledge, advice. School is not for everyone. And by the way, if you are somebody who you are getting a good time in school, you advise people to go to school, that's great. You can even ignore my video, it's fine. My point is, school is not for everyone. If school is not for you, great. You are not a failure. If school didn't work for you, great, nothing wrong with you. And if school worked for you, great, amazing, keep going at it. There is a lot of things that don't require a degree for you to do. If whatever you are interested in, if whatever you want to be, if whoever you want to be, doesn't require, it's not a must to have a degree, then you can perfectly be like, oh, school, bye, it's not for me. School is not for everyone. You want to know something? Be educated enough, curious enough, ask questions. I don't know, books. Because now that we have access to how brilliant minds, because now that I even have access to people who were in this world way before I was born. Wow. That I can read about Marcus Garvey, and I have never met him. About Dr. Joseph. You can learn about all of those people, and I haven't even met them. But because they have shared that information, they have shared their knowledge, and I'm curious enough to know, now I know the things they knew. Be curious enough to seek to educate yourself. There is no limit on the amount of education you can have. There is no limit on how wise, how strong, how peaceful, how confident you can be. There is no limit. Do not rely on nobody for your education, for your empowerment. You educate yourself, you empower yourself. Because your life is your responsibility. If this video was valuable to you, if it resonated with you, please let me know in the comment and share it. If there is anybody that this video can save, share it. Because there are people who are going in debt, just want to pay for a degree. There are people who are feeling miserable in school. They are even crying every day they go to school. They don't want to be in school. I'm here to tell you that it is okay to not want to be in school. However, even if you don't go to school, educate yourself. Educate yourself, because if you are dumb, if you are stupid, people are going to use you, manipulate you, and take advantage of you. Educate yourself. Take ownership of yourself. In the future, again, we have a lot of class about story, history. Seek future. The future, the better you can build the future, you are preparing it today. So you can adjust, so you can adapt, because us human beings, we are so good at it. We adapt to anything and to anyone. So just know that whatever brings in the future, you can manage it. You can do it. You can do it. Don't be scared of the future. The future is bright. The future is amazing. If that is something you want to receive in the future, start planting the seeds today, now.